I did the DJ thing, corporate parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, weddings,
I'm sorry. I don't know why that makes me laugh.
anything. Like any place you could spin the wheels of steel, Gene was there.
Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking.
Sir.
Thank you so much for coming on to Mountain Bike Q&A. I appreciate it, man.
I really thank you for reaching out to me. I love doing these things, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm just a huge fan. And when I reached out and you said you would do it, I got little goosebumps.
Hey, that's all right. I got that way with I was gonna say I got that way with guys, but I don't know if that really works very well. So I got that way with people. How's that sound? There you go. Yeah, I just realized. Yeah, there we go.
I like taking a chance to interview the interviewer.
Yes,
this is something you do.
It is fun to be on the other side of the microphone this time. Usually I'm the one that's going to say, okay, what am I going to ask this guy? I got to keep the conversation going. Now that's your problem. I just got to sit here and smile a lot.
Oh, now the pressure is on.
No, I know. I've heard nothing but good things about you, buddy. I got no problem. I'm pretty sure you keep the conversation going just fine.
So where are you at? You up there in Jersey?
Yeah, northern New Jersey. That is correct. Yes. Right for mountain bike, right on the Mountain Creek Hill. So anyone that knows Mountain Creek, the downhill, like I'm getting text messages from my daughter who's skiing on that hill right now. So wow. I'm that close,
So is it? So you're skiing right now? It's cold.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, luckily today it was like high 30s, but lately it's been 6, it's been 9, and then the wind chill makes it feel like Arctic. It's just been brutal.
Did you guys get that snow? My mom was. I was up in Maryland for the holidays. My mom lives up in Maryland, and like the week after, or was it last week or something, they got hit with snow. Were you guys pounded?
No, not at all. We're supposed to get pounded Sunday into Monday. So yeah, we're supposed to get our share. But we look, there's snow on the ground, but we're talking like, we got enough to make it look like it's winter. It wasn't really bad at all, nothing. But this Sunday into Monday, we're supposed to be getting some snow.
Yeah, we're a chilly 75 right now here in Miami.
I'm sorry. Oh, Miami.
Miami, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they said bring a jacket this morning, and I went out with a jacket, and it was humid as all get out, and I was taking the jacket off, and I'm like, I don't miss the cold, but I would like a winter someday.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, I joke, but we'll ride in the very cold temperatures. We really don't care. And the thing is that if it's like 23, 24, all of a sudden we're outside in shorts all of a sudden because it was 6. So, when it's like in the 20s, we're kind of like, yeah, we're great. So if I can get a high 20, low 30, brilliant. I love it. No problem at all with that. But 6 with the wind, that hurts. Especially like it's the wind that just cuts right through you, especially if you try to ride in it and then you get a little sweaty and that wind is blowing on it, that's a little harsh. But this is beautiful out right now. We'd ride in this all day long. It's awesome.
Like 30.
No problem. Love it. Well, not for nothing, but I overheat a bit. I'm not the most fit guy in the world, It's a little cooler. It makes it a little easier on me. Keeps the engine cool.
I got that polar insulation myself.
Yeah, it's tough, man. So so that does come in a little handy. But yeah, man, that's where we're at.
What does Gene do when he's not the regular mountain biking guy?
So I am a sales engineer. I am a software engineer. So I do the technical side of sales. If someone was going to buy a piece of software, they would ask, how does it do this and that? And can you show me? And how is it going to fit in our organization and our enterprise? And they'd roll the nerd out. That would be me. And I would show them how everything works and explain to them how it's going to be helpful to them and what the ROI is going to be. And so I do sales, but I do the nerdy side of sales, The
nerdy side of sales.
Yeah. But if it wasn't for the nerdy side of sales, Regular Guy Mountain Biking probably wouldn't exist because it really does help fund a expensive hobby.
It is.
Regular Guy Mountain Biking is not the most profitable thing I've done in my life. It's the most fun, but not the most profitable. I'll tell you that for sure, buddy.
How's the family? You got a big family? You got dogs,
Got
kids, wife,
a wife, 2 kids, 2 cats, and a dog. Yep, 2 daughters.
full house.
And yeah. Oh yeah. No, it doesn't get quiet around here. No, not at all. No. No.
What kind of dogs we looking at?
I have one dog, and
One dog.
she
Okay.
is named Hershey, and she's a mutt. We thought we were getting a lab, but we got more of a Belgian Malinois. So let's just say she's from the hand of God. She looks like a little bit like a German Shepherd.
Uh-huh.
We're really not dog people. We're cat people, honestly, because it was just easier. I'd go on business trips. The cats, they crap in a box. They don't care. You put some food on the ground. They're happy.
Love it. Take care of themselves.
Very simple. But the dog, this is our first dog, and she basically just trained us. Like, she's a sweetheart, man. We couldn't ask. I mean, we couldn't ask for better cats. We love them, but cats don't care. But the dog, it could have gone the other way too. But she's wonderful too.
Left a little paw print on your heart, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. She was over. It didn't take much. No, she's just nothing but great. Yep. So yeah, Hershey is a wonderful dog, and that's the family. Yeah.
And I had 3 cats, and then we got a dachshund. 3 cats went away.
Oh.
And then the dachshund went away. Now we have a miniature dachshund.
Okay.
And then we just rescued what is part beagle, what we think is part lab.
All right.
100% crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like I was seriously, it was funny. Like probably 3 weeks ago, I was ready to take it back.
And that's what we were worried about too. We were worried. I'm not going to lie to you. We were worried about that.
Rescues are hard. Rescues are, or is your dog a rescue?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, she is. My youngest, that's all she wanted for Christmas. That's all she wanted. Like, what do you want? Like, I don't need anything, but if I got a dog, I'd be complete. I mean, she sold it. She sold it, dude. So my wife and I we caved hardcore. And I'm like I said, I can't tell you how lucky we got. The dog is just, like I said, she's about as perfect as we could possibly ask, which is great because we couldn't have handled the crazy. We couldn't handle the, eating the couch and the remotes and the slippers and no,
God, the
nothing.
Flip-flops were gone.
Nothing. We lost one flip flop when she was younger, one, and after that, I think she even feels bad about it still. I mean, like nothing, dude, nothing. I mean, I don't know. We couldn't have asked for a better pet.
Yeah, and you know what? They do that. This one I wanted to get rid of, and now he's my buddy.
Yeah,
like I can't get enough. I'm playing around with him. I'm messing with him. He's doing that kind of stuff, and it just they work their way in somehow.
Yep, they do.
So obnoxious, and we don't have kids, so they're our kids.
They keep you busy. Yeah, they're your kids for a while. Yeah, you got it.
Are your kids grown up?
No. I've, like I said, 2 daughters. High school, middle school age, and just old enough to, kind of need us, but only a little need us. You know what I'm saying?
They need your wallet,
right? Yep. Need to be picked up, shuttled around, that type of stuff. Yeah.
Are they into mountain biking as well?
No, I kind of missed the boat on that one, boss.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a swing and a miss. Yeah.
Now, what kind of mountain biking do you got up there in Jersey? I don't know from
everything. Everything. Like I said, I live right next to Mountain Creek. That's downhill. So if we're not doing downhill, I live right next to Wawayanda, which is cross country. In fact, we've got more cross country around here than we even know what to do. We got tons of it. So if we have Mountain Creek is a state of the art, legit downhill mountain bike park. So we got the crazy there, or we've just got tons and tons of cross country. So whatever we feel like doing, mainly we're doing cross country and some bike park.
No, the downhill bike park, you got the lifts going on there?
Yes. Yeah, Mountain Creek's got the lifts. So we show the bikes on the gondolas. Yep, we go up with that. And but most of the time we're doing cross country just because it's easier. Let's just go for a ride. We'll head on out. We want to chill out for a little bit. And we do that. But it's one or the other. They're working on a bike park for us now here. So we'll hopefully have the bike park set up soon. So once that's done, I mean, you've got basically the gambit, right? I mean, you got everything you really could want, We even got a little bit of rails to trails if you want to take the gravel bike out. I don't have a gravel bike, but if you could do that too. I mean, really anything you want.
Yeah, you don't think Jersey. This little channel of mine is I'm getting a lot of West Coasters,
Okay.
and they're breeding mountain bike YouTubers out there.
Yeah.
And to see you in Jersey mountain biking, you're like this.
No, it's very, very, very fair statement, because unfortunately Jersey is thought of as either, Newark or extension of New York City or Philadelphia or whatever, or it's just the Jersey Shore with the fist pump guy. That just killed me. So, but Northern Jersey is right next to New York State and the Poconos, PA, that area section. So we're in the woods. I mean, I live in the woods. We'll have a bear or
wow.
Yeah, I mean, like we're in the country.
You're in the sticks.
The Appalachian Trail goes right through us over here. Like, I mean, like this is country.
That's great.
Very, 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 very beautiful country. It's nice. I mean, Jersey is one of the few states I'd have to say that literally has like everything, and you can even get to it. I could be here in the country, an hour be in Weehawken, where I'm right next to New York City, and maybe another hour and a half I'm sitting at the Jersey Shore. You can go from the woods to the city to the ocean.
Wow, you're smack in the middle. Do you guys pump your own gas here yet?
Yes, we still do.
No, because I lived with a girl in college that was from Jersey, and I remember teaching her how to pump her own gas. That was many moons ago.
We can in certain places, but I take that back. Most of the time, they pump the gas for us. We're not like, it depends, but it depends. Like I'll go out and do whatever I want. If the guy's busy, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I got to get out of here. Do something in there. But yeah, some places. But yeah, no, I know what you're saying. No, we have a guy or a gal come out and do the pump thing and whatever.
Oh, that's funny. It's not mountain biking. That was just for me. I was curious if they pump gas there. Yeah. What now have you been living in Jersey for a long time, or
all my life? Yeah, all my life. Yeah, came up here in 73. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, you're a baby.
Yeah, been here for a while.
Okay. So did you how long have you been mountain biking then?
I'd probably say a little over 20 something years, probably. I mean, you'd never know if you watched me ride. You'd be like, wow, he's not really very good for 20 something years.
Stop that, right now.
But for that length of time, I've had a good run. It's been a lot of fun, but it's all been recreational, all leisure. I don't have any race credentials or anything. It's all just been passion and fun. That's kind of why I started the channel, because
regular guy stuff.
Was that
just regular guy stuff?
It is regular guy stuff. That's kind of why I started the channel, because I don't have any. I wanted to be more involved in the sport in more of a, like, I don't want to even say business, but just like in it more, and I didn't. So how am I going to do that? Well, it's not like I'm not putting out any videos anytime soon on how to do tricks or do, like, that ain't going to happen.
You're not sending it.
I'm not. I'm not sending it like my buddy, the postman over here. No, I mean, and then Jeff Lanowski isn't calling me up anytime soon for tips on how to do it. So that ain't going to happen. So I'm like, well, how do I get into the mountain bike industry more, other than like opening up a bike shop or something like that, right? And that's where regular guy mountain biking started, because I'm like, well, not for nothing, but there's a lot more regular guys and gals that mountain bike than pros, exactly. So I'm like, this is how I'm going to fit in. This is how I'm going to find my, industry level type niche. Like, how am I going to really give back and get in tighter than just pedaling in the woods? How can I build something that I can help others and just get more in? That's where regular guy mountain biking evolved, because I'm like, regular guy. That's really what most of us are,
Most of us are. Yeah, we're not. I'm an old man. Stuff hurts. I'm still healing from a jacked up arm. I can't even get on the trails right now. Mm-hmm. And that's what I like about I found you because I was looking up, and this is what I like about your channel. You've been around for a minute. And I was looking up, I forget what I was looking up, but you were like one of the first things, and you were teaching me how to.
Yeah. The channel's about it. I don't have any clear, definitive, like my buddy Brian Kennedy from BKXE.
Yeah.
His claim to fame is basically POV. The guy goes all over the globe, does amazing videos, sees amazing things. And that's, I would say 95% of what he does. And he does it extremely well.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more all over the map, right? One day I'll be doing a video on how to set up a derailleur. Next, there's some POV of a meetup ride we're doing. Next, it's how to set up your bike or do something else with it. You know, I've got a couple other things that I'm working on right now that'll be, you know, like different. Like there's no like said this is what, but I like it that way because I think regular guys and gals, again, you need a variety of how can I help these people?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What can I really give? That's been so whatever I can is what I'm pretty much given, you know?
Yeah. Now, what's your background? How do you know to do everything that you do?
It's just been the 20 years. I mean, I've always been a tinkerer and a gadget guy. I've surrounded myself with some very, very good, kind, smart people. So a lot of the things that I've learned has just been from being around other people that know it. And the passion of figuring it out. I mean, right. I mean, look, YouTube, you can learn from my videos. I mean, you can learn from you. Yeah. So sometimes like, it's one of those things where it's not like one of my videos that's done very, very well is how to tune a rear derailleur. Okay. I did not come out with the first rear derailleur tuning video. There's probably about 10,000 before and 10,000 after mine, but I just was able to present it in a way that was very helpful to people. So, you know, it's not like a new idea is really ever a new idea. So a lot of my things is just stuff that I think that could be helpful. And sometimes it just needs to be represented in a way that makes it easier for someone to understand.
Well, let's throttle back. What possessed you, if you will, to even start a YouTube page? Because I still question myself every day on this because I don't have a bunch of things. I'm just doing interviews.
Hold on. Let me see if I got it. Wait, stay right there.
Yeah, I'm staying right here.
Hold on. Let me see if I got it here.
Don't leave me for too long. I get lonely.
No. I don't know if I have it sitting here. Oh, damn it. I don't have the jersey here. Okay. Well, look, I'm coming back.
Son of a, you don't have the jersey?
No, I don't have that jersey. Okay. What happened was years ago, my buddies and I started out a YouTube channel. A mountain biking group called Team Fat Bastard. That's what because that was basically the consensus of all of us at that time. So TFB Biking was our group. And unfortunately, I'm one of those guys that can't seem to do anything a little. I can't. Anything I really, I mean, like I said, dude, there's just bikes all over us. There's just bikes.
Yeah.
I can't do anything little. So Team Fat Bastard was my first group at doing it. That was like, we're talking like, yeah, it was great. You know, it wasn't really good for the sponsors. That's why TFB Biking was more of our name. And that was on the jersey because, hey, I'm Team Fat Bastard. I'd love to represent your clique now. So that's when I first started it. Then got married, you know, wife, kids, we got a house. I actually stopped mountain biking for probably about 5x years. I don't know, something like that. I don't even, you know, it's funny. I don't even really know exactly why, other than just things happen. Things happen, get away. But it's okay. You know, it happened. And then my buddy, neighbor Joe down the street, he came over and like, I ride too. Maybe you should. And all of a sudden, boom, and it started again. And then I'm like, well, that didn't take long. And then just regular guy mountain biking. Because why? I can't do anything just a little, you know? But we have a lot of fun, dude. You know, we have a meetup group with over 600 people in it now. So we always have rides. What your crew was out there. Oh, yeah. So we have a great meetup group. So all of our rides have between I'd say between 10 and 20 something people every time we do a ride. So that's amazing. That's great. And I've been able to help a lot of people, learn a lot of stuff. And honestly, I've made a ridiculous amount of friends by doing this, you know, just some really solid, good, just good friends that they're never going away, whether I keep the channel going or not. I just met some really wonderful people. That's amazing. I've always ridden with like 2 or 3 people and they moved. So now I'm going out when I do get a chance to ride, I'm by myself. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I so lonely. The only time I'm by myself is if I could just basically try to be by myself. I don't tell anybody, you know, because it's hard. It's hard because, you know, it's not like everyone wants to ride with you. That's not it at all. It's just I've made so many friends that nobody else wants to ride alone. So they're like, well, why don't you tell me you're riding? I would have gone with you too, because I want to get out. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the hard part is like, okay, well, I gotta text this group and I gotta Facebook that. I'm like, look, sometimes I'll just go out by myself. Shh, I don't tell nobody, you know, and I'll put up an Instagram picture and the first, why you tell me you going to ride here? Like just later, I'm just going riding. You know?
Sometimes you need that piece of, you got to do it yourself, but it's hard to push yourself.
Yeah.
I find myself looking at some kind of, whatever it is, an obstacle or whatever, and going,
yeah, no,
I don't have that guy pushing me.
No, I don't. I used to be a lot more stupid, and I would just do whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I mean, now unless I'm with some people, no, not really. And you know what? Mainly it's because life got more stressful, and this helps relieve that stress.
Exactly.
And I love it so much that I'll look at an obstacle and kind of say, that might be fun, but if it goes south, now that I'm 50 years old, it's going to take a little longer to heal than I was 20. Yeah. So do I really like, is that jump or that drop going to really equal that much fun if it goes wrong and I'm out now for 2-3 weeks?
I know it so well. No. I always say I have really good health insurance. I just don't want to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I just turned 50 in November, and I jacked my arm up during Thanksgiving, and it's just I don't need that pain.
No.
So I can talk. I got one buddy who's 63, rides like a maniac, and he pushed me, and I'm like, you know what? Now, I don't need it. I don't need that. Like you said, you weigh the fun and if it goes south, and I'm like, I'm having fun no matter what.
And that's why I don't do as much bike park as I did when I was younger, because the problem with bike park is you especially here, you really need to be pretty good. I mean, either you're doing the little greens and the blues, and that got old real quick, or you're going balls to the wall. Like this, we've got some pretty decent trails. And the problem is, unless you do them consecutively and build up your skill set, it can be dangerous. And it might not be as much fun as you want, because the thing is, like, if I come to a hill in cross country or a rock garden, you just get off if you need to, or you walk a little bit. But if you're going down something like this and it's all boulders and you can't even walk down it without killing yourself, riding down it, when you're going down, there's no real stopping. So I don't do as much bike park as I used to, because I love it. Mountain Creek is awesome, but it's only gotten better and better. But sometimes I'll just kind of sit back and say, maybe I'm just going to take the cross country bike out and just do a little driving Miss Daisy for a while.
I know exactly what you're saying, because I don't send it at all. I've never been a sender. I do that. What do they call it? It's like a dead fish. When I jump, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I can't keep it straight. And I ride in Jackson Hole, Wyoming a lot. I go out there every year, and it's all day. There's no pedaling. You go up and then you go down. You go up on the tram and you go down. And I watch my 19-year-old, 20-year-old nephew, and he's flying. And and they're like 8-9 foot tables. I mean, you go up, and then there's and as soon as I go up, break. I don't need to be going down there. I don't need that. He left me.
That's funny. I wanted to turn the heater off, but I just realized I have to make some noise on there for you.
That's funny. Now you sound great. I like that. You got a heater, and I'm waiting for my AC to kick on.
I hear you. The jumps can sometimes scare the pus out of you. So it's just, you just got to have you got to pick your battles. And right now, I just want to make sure I'm riding, and then like I said, I do the meetup rides, and I don't want to miss them when I can. I haven't done anywhere near as many as I'd like to, but I don't want to screw those up. So you fit it all in.
Do you get, and you probably riding with everybody that you already know already, but do you ever get, hey, that's the guy?
Sometimes
you get a lot of that.
Not that much. I don't want to sound like Mr. Big Head, because I'm not.
It was a question. Every
once in a while, it's fun. I'll be on the trail and someone will say, "Oh, you're just a regular guy." And I'm like, I'll give out my stickers and
I was
feel
going to
all
ask you if you had
cool.
stickers.
Like, can we
ready.
have a selfie? And I feel even cooler. I'm like, whoop, you know, and then my buddies are all sitting there with me going, "Oh, there he goes, Mr. Media Guy," you know, and we all joke, and it doesn't happen maybe as often as I'd like, because it kind of feels pretty cool when it does happen. But when it does, it's kind of neat, you know, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's not a big head thing or an ego thing. It's getting out to people.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, it's that instant gratification, or not instant, but it's that gratification like, what I'm doing is reaching people.
Yes. Now, to be fair, I have no idea how many people, when I rode by, they're like, "Oh shit, that's that regular guy." My God, you ever watched the video we just put up? It's hard. So there might be a lot of them too. I might be a little bit more well known than I realize. It's not the way I want to be. I don't know.
But, I can tell you right now, you're more of a comedian than I thought you were.
So I don't know. I don't really know which side of the coin I'm on the most, but when it does happen, it's actually very flattering and very nice. And it makes you feel good.
You get that gratification with your views. And let me go back again. You said you started this. You started this like 6 years ago,
something like that. I have to look.
Well, I did.
It's been a few years ago. Yeah.
It was 6, but then there was like a lot of time off, almost like a year. You had like 2 little videos about a bike light and a ride or something.
So what happened was I started the actual, I wanted to get the name. So I grabbed the YouTube channel name and didn't do a hell of a lot for a while. So if you take a look at the YouTube regular, like the lineage, there was like Bupkis in the beginning. For a good point, for quite a bit, I just wanted to get the name. I also didn't know what the hell I was even doing, what I even got into. But I knew that the name Regular Guy Mountain Biking was one I didn't want to lose. So I wouldn't call it a squatter. I just wanted that name. So yeah.
You just grabbed it to have it.
You know? I'm going to GoDaddy, grabbing all domains and everything like that. I'm like, this is going to be a win. And you know what? Not for nothing. It's been incredibly, it's paid dividends big time, because I'm able to work with a lot of companies and able to get products to review to help the channel. Yeah. Because of the name, because it makes sense, because they're smart people and they understand that pros generally don't buy much of anything. They're professional mountain bikers. They have sponsors. They get everything given to them. Right. And rightfully so. They're the cream of the crop. Yeah. But the majority of the income that companies get are from the regular guys. So that's helped me get a lot of product and a lot of things to give back. I'll give stuff away all the time. I'm constantly, I look at it as, if I didn't pay for it, I don't stick it to anybody. That's not fair. So I try to give away as much as I can. And but believe it or not, the silly little name has been a huge help. And how did the name come about? Was it something that you were, because this stupid thing that I'm doing, I kid, I actually really enjoy what I'm doing. Mountain bike Q&A. That's all I'm doing. Yeah. It was so freaking simple. Yeah. I didn't think I needed some kind of crazy name where someone you had to type a specific to get it in. Great name. Mountain bike Q&A. What is it? We're talking about mountain bike. How did the mountain bike, or how did the regular guy thing come about, and the logo? I don't even really know, to be honest with you. I don't even know. It's so long ago. I guess maybe it's because my old one, I don't have a memory anymore. But I don't. Yeah, I don't really remember how I picked it or how it happened. And this isn't the first logo. It's close. Okay, where'd the mountain pretty much came because I went on some Microsoft build your own, and this is all the stock stuff. I just shoved things together. Right. That's where my very first logo came from, putting things together. And then I had hired someone to help me make it a little bit better. So he had taken the mountain and made his own version of it, and then he's put the bike in, and then and that type of stuff. So this was legitimately paid for. The other one was piecemeal that anybody could have made. because I just used some labely, I don't even know what the hell it was, dude. I'll be honest with you. It was like that. But I'm like, I got to piecemeal something together, right?
Yeah, you gotta have something.
So that's what happened, and then everything else came up, right? I mean, honestly, now I'm rather proud of how everything worked out. We just got new beanies in. We got regular guy beanies in now.
Nice.
Right?
Look
So
at
they're
that.
looking pretty cool. Right?
RGMTB. I love it.
Yeah, RGMTB. So that looks pretty cool. It's like, there we go. I got the beanie thing going on, right? There we
Get
go.
on over to his store right now. Buy his merch.
Yes, yes. Buy my merch. Support my bills. So yeah. So that's been kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll see someone wear a hat or a jersey, and that, if anything, blows my head up. It's like, wow, someone actually
Wearing my stuff.
they feel that it was worth buying and actually wearing in public. That makes me feel amazing.
How did you grow comfortable in front? Because I ask this to everyone, because there are some YouTubers that YouTube that honestly, I don't, it takes a while. I've been doing this professionally for 25 years. I worked in television,
right,
as an entertainment reporter and a videographer, editor. And I like to talk. But how did you get so comfortable in front of the camera? Was that natural for you?
Easy one. I was a DJ for 15 years. So you did your thing. I did the DJ thing. Corporate parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, weddings.
I'm sorry. I don't know why that makes me laugh.
Anything. Like any place you could spin the wheels of steel, Gene was there. It didn't make a difference. I DJ'd anywhere, and I did it professionally for, like I said, 15 years. So I got to tell you, not for nothing, but like, I would say that DJing was the best job and best way to teach me my people skills, because I do sales now. Okay. Yeah. Well, not for nothing. If I could convince hundreds of people to literally do the chicken dance, I can get you to buy my software, buddy. I can get you to buy my software. So that's what happened.
I love this story.
And honestly, my grandpa Atrio, he was a salesman. I got a lot of him in me. And the DJing evolved. I did it for a very long time. That's where I learned how to, work with people and read people and know how to speak to them. And then I can't be in a big enough spotlight in front of enough people. I can't.
I love that.
I love it. I remember doing was an outside summer party for AT&T for like 3,000 people, and I felt like a freaking rock star. I was like, yeah, it was awesome, dude.
That's a great story, because you're so put together in your YouTube little things, your little how-tos and stuff. You're a wild man inside.
Well, I got to tell you, the only problem I do have, and I'm not going to lie to you, I think when you rewind and watch this video, you'll know I'm right. I love the talk, dude. So
I love it, man. I think I just said hi to them.
Well, but if you look at the YouTube comments, they're like, Gene, shut up already. And I'm like, oh, you're right. No, so the biggest thing, I'll go through some of my videos and I'm like, Gene, you really could have trimmed the fat on that. But I just enjoy it so much. Like when I'm on the mic or I'm in front of the camera, I feel like I'm like really talking to someone, and I like it. Like, it's like, I know this is going to be like, there's all my subscribers, the nicest 20-something thousand people that I
hope they watch.
What's that?
I hope they watch this. I hope all 20-some thousand watch this.
Me too, because they're the awesomest people in the world, and I want to talk to them. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I make like, this is a passion, and I enjoy doing it, and I love the folks that I get to meet and be with. It's the only real reason why I do it. I'm not retiring with this anytime soon, buddy. Not at all. It's just enjoyable. So yeah, I talk a lot on the videos, more than I should, because I just really, really like it.
I think that's the thing, is any YouTuber that's worth their weight, it's a passion.
Yeah.
It's something they really like. It's not something where there's like, oh, maybe I can get some people liking me or something. It's something we want to do. It's something we needed. I was a movie critic. I've been on TV for countless years, and COVID kind of killed that for me. And I was trying to rebrand myself, and I'm like, I love mountain biking, and I got addicted to you and your buddy Brian and all these guys. And I'm like, I'd like to talk to them because I like to talk like you.
It's a great idea.
There it is. And
it's a great idea.
And it's a lot. It's been a lot of fun so far. Let's get back to your channel though. This is about you, mister.
Okay.
When did you feel this regular guy thing start picking up traction? And did you ever at one point go, I don't know if I can keep this going? Did it pick up right away?
I'm not going to lie to you. I always feel like I'm not sure if this is really going to keep on, because it's a lot of work. I'll tell you right now, this is a job of passion. I know I keep bringing up the money part, but I'm telling you, like, really, folks, you know, there's only a couple $1 million. Like, for the most part, people are doing it. If you're coming into this because you want to make money, the mountain biking niche is not the one. Go demo phones or something, or some electronic or video game thing. Mountain biking is not where it's at. But if you do just so really, to answer your question, in the beginning, it was just fun. Mm-hmm. When I got my first couple products from a company, you know, I felt like the shit. I'm not going to lie to you.
You're like, oh, look at this.
Exactly. It came in the mail. It was like a little GoPro screw, or a little like literally, it was like the company, it probably cost the company 3 pennies to make. I felt like the world, like they gave it to me.
You're sending stuff to me now.
I'm the man. So when that started happening, I felt kind of cool. I'm not going to lie to you. But I would say that throughout the entire time, I've always felt like, do I keep going? But then I read some of the comments, and people like, this video helped me set up my derailleur. I never would have figured it out. I do a lot of stuff with bikes online. Mm-hmm. And the Polygon bikes, you know, like, thanks so much for showing how to put this together. I wouldn't have been able to do it without your help. And I'm like, you know, that's all I'm trying to do, is just do something nice and be nice to folks. So when I read those, it helps offset the ones where they say, Gene, shut up, you talk so much, you know?
How does the wife deal with you working, and now you've got this huge YouTube channel, and she's just like, what about time with me?
Yeah,
how do you manage it?
I could be much better at my time management skills. I'm not going to lie to you. She's wonderful. She deals with it. She doesn't mountain bike. But on the other hand, my sales engineering job is a wonderful job, but it's an incredibly stressful job, because we're selling very expensive software. So we've got numbers we have to make. Luckily, it's an incredibly good piece of software, so I feel comfortable selling it, but there's a lot of stress. There's a hell of a lot of stress.
Yeah. So
this helps offset that. So she's kind of like, all right, here he is, a regular guy. But on the other hand, she also knows that it does help the yin and the yang of my other job. So it works out okay, you know?
Do you, what was I going to say? I brain fart a lot. It's been a long day.
That's okay.
So, here it was. What are your favorite types of videos to make? Do you like the riding? Do you like the reviews? Do you like the product testing?
That's a great question. I'm trying to figure it out. I like the riding because I'm usually doing it with other people. So a lot of people like to see themselves in the videos. So that's kind of fun, you know? But I probably like the product reviews the most, because it's always fun to get some kind of gear. But on the other hand, those take a lot of time, because I want to do a legitimate job with them. And if a company's going to send me something, I think in return, I don't have to always say good things about the product, but I have to respect their brand and do a proper review, you know? So those are a lot more work. I don't just want to sit there and say, how are you doing? I got this thing and here it is, and I plug it in. I mean, it's got to be legit, or I'm going to lose all credibility. And they take time. So that means, you know, multiple camera angles, B-roll shots, maybe voiceovers here and there. Yeah. So that takes a lot of work to do it well. I've got one I want to do really soon on what the heck is it? Just multi-tools.
Yeah.
But that's going to take a lot of time because I want to take all the nice shots and do it properly. So I enjoy the product ones because it's fun to play around with product and do things like that, but they're the most work.
Yeah.
The ride ones are probably a little more easy. But they have a plus side of the fact that I can get other people in them,
Yeah.
So I didn't really give you a solid on it because they're all fun,
They're
and
fun to do and you love it. But is there pressure when you're holding someone's product and they gave it to you? You have to do it honestly. Do you ever feel like you feel like you need to sway towards this is okay?
No. I'm gonna come straight out and be honest with you because I think that's the proper way to answer this. Yes, if I get a product and they send me, a high end whatever, and I know it costs some shiny pennies. They're investing in marketing. That's why they sent it to me. Okay. Yeah. So if it's a bad product, I won't put it on like I'm not in the business of hurting another company.
Okay. So if they sent you a product and there's a little widget and you're like, I'll just put it over here.
Yeah.
I won't even review it.
Well, if it sucks, it's not, I won't review it. I'm half and half on whether I'll put the review up only because it might be something that someone is not really that interested in anyway. It's not like I want to don't show bad things so that people don't learn about them, but I also don't want to go and bash some poor company's product just because, it doesn't work for me. It's not fair, but nothing's perfect. So I would say that my reviews are definitely honest. I would say that, they might lean a little bit more on the nice side because someone gave me something, but I also, on the other hand, have no problem saying when something's not right, because at the end of the day, someone's working damn hard for their money and they're watching that video to understand if they should put, and if they buy something based on my recommendation and I knew that thing wasn't going to be good, that the whole channel goes down. So that's just not right.
No, that's it. And that's great that you're fair. You don't want to, like you say, you don't want to bash somebody's livelihood.
No, I mean, look, if I did that, I've got some companies that support the channel big time, and not every one of their products is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And if I was a jerk and bashed that first or second product that came in that I just happened, I would have lost a very good relationship to review really good products that people learned from. Like I always live by, you don't want to be burning bridges, boss. You don't want to burn bridges. You just got to be honest and kind. And I'll tell you this right now. If you bring up a defect in a product, they know. It's not like I'm saying something they didn't. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't know that it.
Oh, thanks, regular guy.
You knew
pointing that out.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. If the knucklehead figured it out, the regular guy figured it. Sure as hell your Q&A figured it out. You knew.
Yeah.
So you're probably like, yeah, he kind of called us on that one, But I really try to be fair,
Good for you, man. What you got a lot of bikes back there.
Yes.
How many do you have? I see 4.
There's 3 here, and then there's a trainer. Then I've got 1, 2, 3 more. So I've got 6, 7. I probably have 7 of them right now.
That's a sickness.
And then I got another one I got a single speed build coming up with the frame coming in soon that I'm going to do a video series on because my buddy Frank got a single speed and I was jealous that I didn't have one. So now I got to have one. So that's coming up soon.
God, the fact that you had to actually count them.
Yes.
That's a problem, Gene.
And if I lose track sometime, no, you're right. But you know what happens? When you do get into different disciplines, okay, you do sometimes want to have that right bike. So I'll give you for instance. So
For instance,
over here, it's kind of dark over here, but that's my
Santa Cruz.
It's Santa Cruz Nomad. That's a hell of an enduro, and I use that for my downhill bike. It's a long bike. It's a big bike. In the tight switchbacks in these cross country trails, it's really tough to get around.
Okay.
But when I'm at Mountain Creek, I'm blessing this thing upside down because of how safe and comfortable I'm on, you know? But when I was trying to use it for cross country, it just wasn't gonna work, you know? So I've been fortunate enough to build up some really good relationships because I've been working pretty hard, you know? And
Yeah,
so
you got a million videos,
you know, so that's allowed me to get a lot of these bikes and components in a way that I could actually afford it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, and I like how you have all the different bikes for the different disciplines. Miami, I'm riding hardtail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I've been looking at some full suspension, which I'll get to with you because you are the guy to talk to about the ones I've been looking at. But just because I'm getting older and I want something softer. I've been riding hardtail for 20 years and people are like, oh, why don't you get full suspension? I'm riding the same trails. Yeah. Nothing's changed. So what do I need? And during COVID, my thing keeps moving. COVID killed the bike. So when I had a 10-year-old rock hopper and I went into a store, there was none.
Yeah.
There were no bikes. And then finally, when I saw a new rock hopper in a store, I just give it to me. I didn't even ask how much it was or anything. I know it's cheap, but I was just like, give it to me.
Give it to take my money.
Yep. So now I'm looking at the polygons.
Yeah.
And actually, before all this came together, I was watching your videos on it because you're one of the first things that pop up.
Yep. I have nothing good things to say about the polygon bike.
It seems like everyone has stuff good to say about it.
Yeah. So the thing that's good about I work with the company called Bikes Online. They're a distributor of the polygon bikes. They had reached out to me and said, look, we're killing it in Australia, but we want to break into the US market. And they picked a few YouTube channels to work with. I've honestly felt honored that they reached out to me. It was actually amazing. Pretty freaking cool. It was awesome. So they sent me some bikes to review, and it's been awesome. So what are they like? I would not call them low end, but they're going to be a little heavier than a higher. So what you're saving in money, you're kind of getting back in weight, but you're not getting a crappy bike. Because at the end of the day, I think people have to always remember this. Most bike companies don't make all the parts. Okay. So Trek has Bontrager and Giant makes most of their stuff, but in general, most bike companies make a frame. Yeah. And then they source out all the parts.
Everything else.
Right. So to be honest, you could line up 15 different bikes and they're probably all going to have either SRAM or Shimano brakes on them. You know, there's Magura, but where I'm going is what makes a bike is generally the frame. The components are the components, boss, you know? So people are like, well, how good are the Bikes Online bikks? Well, the same freaking parts you would have bought on any of your bikes. So really, we're really only talking about the frame at this point. And their frames are a little bit heavier, but you're saving a lot of money. But they're not bad. They're solid. You get a good bike, but you're paying a weight penalty for the price.
Yeah. But as I always say, you know, you get these people that buy all these carbon or whatever and $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 bikes.
Right.
And it's the person using the tool. You give me a hammer, I can't build a house. I got a buddy who has a 20-some-year-old Rocky Mountain that's the V brakes and just caliber brakes. And he's killing it on trails. Yeah. He's like, what do I need a new bike for? Well, I just want something softer that's not going to break the bank. I just bought a boat.
Yeah.
So boat money now. Bike money is going to boat.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at these polygons, and I see a lot of your videos. Yeah. And you really helped me out the other day with the T, the D,
That video's done very in the end. Yeah, that video's done very well for me. Just make sure you use my link when you buy one. It wouldn't be bad if you
I will.
link, but okay, so you're gonna want to look at the D line. That's what you're gonna want. You don't want the T. You certainly don't want the N.
The D7.
The D, yeah, that's exactly what you want. My buddy Steve has a D7. He loves it. It's a great bike. I did a review on the 6 and the 7.
Yeah, I saw that.
You're going to want to get yourself a 7. It's look, not for nothing, boss, but my primary bike that I'm riding most of the time right now is that Polygon D6.
Really?
That's the bike I ride most of the time right now. And I'm riding in some pretty heinous rock gardens and some wicked stuff over here. So in Miami, dude, I mean, what are you gonna go off a curb? I mean, like, so
we've got some pretty impressive trails down here, mister. Right. I'll send you a link.
These curbs are huge.
You can watch.
So that's the one you're gonna want to look at, and it'll do you wonderfully. You'll use it for years, and it's a solid bike. But again, I'm riding that same bike. I have a video that I got to work on. Hopefully, not too many people watch this video and take my idea, but I lost a hell of a lot of weight.
Yeah, I was going to get to that.
Yeah, I lost a lot. And all of a sudden my riding got better and my Strava went off and I got a video that I'm working on saying, thought I needed a new bike. Turns out I was just fat. Got to trim it down a little bit because it's too much to put on the thumbnail. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the theme of the video is going to be, maybe it's not exactly the bike because everything got better when I dropped 30 pounds.
Well, you did that with the what carrying, how to drop weight on your bike. You just posted that and it's like, and I noticed that. I got to tell you, and this is why I wanted to bring up your weight loss. I'm 6'1". I weighed 245 in the beginning of 2021. Mm-hmm. I got down to my lowest was 207.
Okay. Wow. Good for you.
Birthday, November was my birthday, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I love that meme. It's just like, oh, don't blame it on the holidays. You were fat in September. No, I actually wasn't. I was pretty good, but I kind of put 15 back, and I'm getting back on that horse.
Yeah.
But I noticed my riding. Yeah. My riding I went out to the trails, Virginia Key, and down here it's all pedaling. There's nothing but pedaling. It's like doing a spinning class in the Amazon, I always say. And I kept up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was amazing. I wasn't taking as many breaks. Usually I'm hanging over the handlebars and the sweat's dripping out of my helmet.
Well, think about it. I mean, I don't know, go pick up a dumbbell or a kettlebell that weighs what you lost.
Yeah. And
strap that on your ass. I mean, think about it. Like, really, if I had to go pick up 30 pounds of weight and put that on because there's no lie about that. That's the number. Yeah. I was 190, I'm 160. So take the 30 pounds, put it put it in my backpack. And if I had to go pedal up a hill with 30 pounds, that would suck. And that was me. So it's like, I'm not stretching the truth at all. There's the numbers. So why the hell wouldn't it be easier? Yeah. So I'm just trying to use that to help make you feel even more comfortable about your bike purchase. You brought up a point earlier. It's not really all the bike, the carbon. I plan on getting a new bike next season. Come June, July, it should be in, and that's going to be a higher end bike. But I'm doing it because I want to. It really kind of goes with the channel in the sense that, Jesus Christmas, if Gene can't get the damn, if anyone should have a really good bike at this point, I should have something, you know what I'm saying?
It's the regular guy.
Yeah. So it's not out of the regular guy range. It's not that level, but it is a higher end bike, but I'm getting it because I want to, and I was able to work something out, but I don't think it's going to change my riding that drastically. I do feel it's going to improve my riding because it'll be lighter. It's got a different suspension and it's designed more for what I want to do. Uh-huh. So it should help a bit, but where I'm going is the improvement that bike is going to give me, if I had to chart it on a scale, is not anywhere near as high or as drastic as the improvement I got in my riding from simply dropping some weight and getting fit.
Yeah. How did you go about that? What triggered you to want to do that. Cause I know me, I was like, God, I'm 50. I got to start.
Yeah. I looked like hell. I couldn't fit into any clothes. I just felt just bad. I mean, one of my bikes, this one over here, that's my Norco,
Norco.
site, the Volt, the VLT, VT, but my e-bike.
Uh-huh.
And one of the reasons why I got the e-bike is when I did the meetup rides, I just didn't have the energy to get up and back with all the people to make sure everybody was okay. So I got an e-bike, and I'm like, I don't feel an e-bike is for fat people or for people that have disabilities. It does help,
Yeah.
but they're for everybody. They're a blast. I love it. I'm a huge e-bike advocate, but it's just that I had got it for that purpose. And I'm kind of like, so I just knew I needed to do something. You know, I looked at myself. I'm like, this isn't who you want to be, boss. This is not right. This is not right. You know? So I had a change, you know, I didn't want to be that guy anymore. You know, I just didn't want to do it. I wasn't happy.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I'm doing the whole same thing. And after the holidays, I got on the scale and I'm like, why did you let yourself do that?
Yeah.
Like I'm back up to 223. I was at in the beginning of the year. And it gets to you. A lot of people don't get that, but you know, like my wife, I'm tooting my own horn. My wife's freaking gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I get how did you pull that kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I wanted to be that guy who was like, oh, I can say it.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't.
They're all saying underneath their breath, man, that guy must have a lot of money.
Oh, and that's the funny thing, man. Even on paper, I look like crap. The negatives and the pros, the negatives are I don't get it. So it was one of those things that was weighing on me. And I wanted to know if it was weighing on you or because you look great. And I'm not hitting on you.
No,
I never noticed you looking. I never noticed you looking like you needed to lose weight, but you started posting all this stuff about the journey of losing weight. And have you found any people have been inspired by it?
Yeah, no, it has helped. It has definitely helped people, which is what the whole channel's about, with everything I'm doing. So yeah, I do this program. It's from a company called Optavia.
Uh-huh.
And it's it's one of those, food things that teach you how to eat the stuff, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I became a coach. I'm like, look, this has been wonderful. Why shouldn't I try to help coach other people and do that? Like, it's kind of going with the theme of what I've been doing here right now, like the channel and everything, So I don't know, man. I just feel better. And when I ride, I don't feel like the fat guy in the back all the time. Now I'm pushing my friends and they're pushing me rather than, okay, Gino, be here in a minute. I'm like, that sucks every freaking time. I got to be the guy. It's nice to be in the lead because you get the rest the most. Yeah. Because when you're waiting for everybody else, once they get there, you've already rested.
You're
already
rested, and you're like, let's
go. And they're like, oh man, I've been waiting for you.
That's a funny thing. You say you're being the lead. I like being in the back because I like to take my time. I don't like feeling rushed. And I saw that you're doing a lot of there's a Peloton.
Yeah.
Right there. Nice. You've been doing a lot of indoor.
So
riding.
The name of the company is Yosuda. I've got a video on the trainer. They had sent me this trainer. It's a Yosuda trainer, and it's basically just your standard trainer. There's no electronic component. It's got a little plastic digitally thing that I don't really use. It's just a trainer. But you know what? I slap on some YouTube videos. I'll watch Brian ride. It's great to watch him go all over the place. That's enjoyable. I'll watch a Netflix or I'll watch some of the spinning classes.
Yeah. And
I just slap that sucker on there. I'll just go sweat it out for, half an hour, 45 minutes. And then down the street from me, there's a gym. It's a FAS. It's a HIIT like mobility gym type of thing. So my buddy Frank owns that. He kicks my ass for a while. But the thing is, I couldn't do any of that stuff before because I was just so out of shape.
Yeah.
So it was a snowball type of thing. I lost a little weight, felt a little more confident, lost a little weight, started with the gym.
It motivates you. Once you start seeing the numbers on that scale go down, once I got below 220, Like
Mhm.
I was like, it's on.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
It's on.
I understand.
And you get motivated. I tell you what, though, and a friend told me this, very in shape.
Mhm.
You don't get abs in the gym, you get abs in the kitchen.
Yep. That's it.
That's the greatest thing.
Yeah.
Stop
We all
doing
have
this.
abs. They're all there. They're
Yeah,
there. You
they're
just
underneath this thick skin that I have. You're gonna make me cry now.
Yeah. No, but he's right. He is that is 100% the truth. I mean, I don't have six pack. They're the abs are in there. It's just that they're covered by Doritos, but yeah, you're right. That's but I can say that I'm legitimately training and focusing on mountain bike oriented fitness. My goal is not to be an underwear model. My goal is to mountain bike like a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Regular guy undies.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think see if I can. I'll slap my logo on anything. I guess I feel like the Tiger King. But at the end of the day, my fitness is focused around riding more. I'm not doing the fitness in lieu of riding. I'm doing the fitness to ride better. So my riding is getting better because I'm focusing on things that make it better. That's the riding.
Feel good in life when I guess you posted a picture on Instagram, you holding your pants out.
Dude,
I feel for a big guy like these skinny folk, and I'm not a skinniest. I'm not a skinniest, but when I'm pulling my pants, I'm with the belt feels good, and it mentally does something for you.
It does. It makes it for me. It makes me not want to not go. I don't want to be that guy anymore. I don't want to have to keep a box in the attic of my fat boy pants.
And the skinny.
I need that. I can't. And I've yo-yoed a number of times, but I think with this program and where I'm at mentally, it's not going to happen again. I mean, it's harder to do when you get older, and I'm not going to F this one up again. I'm where I want to be, and I know how to stay here. It's going to only get better. We're putting together a regular guy mountain biking race series. We've got a couple guys. We're putting together a team. We've got a bunch of races we're going to do. We're going to get some sponsors and get that going. It's more fun to be healthy and do these fun things than sit with a bag of chips and binge watch all day. COVID
was a killer though. COVID was a killer though. The bike parks were closed.
But see, honestly, it wasn't, because I work from home anyway. So it didn't change my life. And the mountains are right there. So if anything, my friends and I had more time to go ride so it really didn't.
Oh, for us, our bike parks were closed. You couldn't get in.
Hopefully, hopefully Governor Murphy doesn't watch your video about the fact that our parks were closed, but that we were all, look, when you're in the middle of the woods.
Yeah. We're find a place.
So I would say that we rode through the entire COVID thing. Look, it's our church. It's our peace of mind. There's a whole another side of COVID that is the mental. Where are you at mentally? How it killed so many people just mentally. We just weren't meant to be caged up like this, especially when we live in the country and we get. So no, I would say it didn't harm us that much because we continued to ride. We didn't publicize it quite as much as I'm doing right now, but I already rode and it's open again. So, but no, look, we turned our Stravas off and we just said, look, I did no meetup rides. We needed to keep ourselves like we still weren't assholes about it.
Yeah.
But this was our sanity. This was our love and our passion. And it helped us through a very tough time. So if we couldn't go out to dinner, see other friends, go to the movies, do any freaking thing, this was
our bikes.
We had to go ride, and that's what we did. And we had a few people. We had our own little circle that we spent our time with, and we just rode. No, I wouldn't say COVID didn't stop the riding for us.
Wow,
we did it as much because we needed to.
We did a lot of street riding here. I'll ride my mountain bike on the street. I did it the last couple of days just to I was trying to strengthen this arm, but I'll do, if I can't ride the trails, I'm on the street.
Gotcha.
It's my pedal therapy.
Yeah. You just got to, even just to spin the wheels a little bit. It's just awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. let's pedal back, if you
Okay.
will, to your channel. You bring up Brian a lot, and I got a chance to interview him. Wonderful guy.
Yes.
Like he's as big as you can get on YouTube,
Mhm.
besides say Seth, but so personable. What an
Yeah.
incredible human being. You watch his YouTube page and you're like, I want to ride with this guy. He giggles all the time. He's laughing all the time. How did you get to know? How did you get to meet him?
So how did I get to meet him? We met over social media somehow. I forgot how it was. And I had to do a business trip in a location he happened to be in. And we got together and had dinner and talked.
Wow.
He had no channel going at that point. I had no real channel going. He came with a bunch of energy, these little freaking awesome waffles. I don't know what he brought a box of waffles. We had those together. We had dinner together. We just talked. And we just talked. That's it. We met when we both first started. Clearly he blew up. He did an amazing job.
You guys met before this?
Well, I didn't know him. We didn't know each other. No,
wow.
It's not like we have any past relationship and anything. Nothing. We both.
No, I know, but before you guys blew up.
What's that?
You guys met before you guys blew up.
Wait, basically when we both started the channels.
Oh,
yeah,
wow, that's amazing.
He's like, what do you think about this idea, Gene? Because we were just talking over social media and stuff like that. That really was it. You know, I mean, I forgot how it actually officially. I don't even know. But it was something along that line. I still remember the dinner we got together. It was a very cool time. We just talked about ideas. And then he did a phenomenal job. He worked real hard at it. And then he basically said, I'm all in. That's it. I'm quitting the day job and I'm going mountain biking. And he was able to do that. And it paid dividends to him big time. That's because of his hard work. He deserves it.
No, what a great, I mean, I just throw out emails when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
And when he replied, I was like, what?
Well, that's the kind of guy he is. You know what I'm saying?
I had like 10 subscribers at the time. And
yeah,
I'm like, why would this guy waste his time? Well, like you, I'm like, why would this guy waste his time? But I appreciate it. Yeah. But what a great guy. And I've seen that you've done little things like this with him. And that's just amazing. Yeah. Where was I going with this? Wow, I do this all the time. How have you been able to? Okay, it's coming. It's coming, Gene. I promise you. I promise you, it's going to come. 25,000 subscribers. Mm-hmm. Well, just shy.
Just shy, close enough. I'll take it.
Just a shot. When you hit that 1,000, I mean, you're past that now.
I was doing 1,000 dance. You know.
Did you ever think? I mean, you're like Brian. You put the work in.
No, I didn't. I mean, I would have to say that I don't think I really focused on the number that much because, like I said, there's no real profit thing here. I mean, it makes it a little bit easier. So I knew I wasn't retiring doing this.
Yeah.
So the number just makes me feel good because as it grows, I feel like I'm doing something good, you know. Well, but yeah, I mean, really, it just I didn't know it was going to happen, and I'm just pretty blessed that I got these great people that like to watch, you know.
Well, it's also that thing where you're putting out this hard work.
Yeah.
I mean, this stuff isn't easy, or at least your stuff isn't easy. There's a lot of editing, there's a lot of shooting, stuff like that, and you're getting that feedback. Yeah. You're doing something right. Because a lot of people watch. I admit, during COVID, this is how I got this idea for this, is that I was watching you and a bunch of other guys, and I was just watching.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't click like or subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even sign on to watch it. Right. And now I have to. I feel guilty if I don't hit.
Mm-hmm.
I find it interesting, and I find it's amazing that I don't find it amazing. You do some good stuff. Do you do all your own camera work, your own lighting?
Yeah, I'm not big enough to send this out or do anything like that. No, everything's all my own. I don't have the research. Also, I'll be honest with you, I don't even have the consecutive schedule to have anybody really help me type of thing. You know, I mean, I've got some friends that would hold the camera for me, but really the editing and everything, I just do all on my own and everything. Cause it just, you know, the level I'm at, you know.
Are you a techie geek? Do you geek out on all the equipment? Do you like doing that part or?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. You know, it's one more thing I have to spend too much on, you know. So I think the problem is that if you geek out too much on it, you go too far, and you've got people doing some quality work with their iPhone, you know.
Yeah.
So it comes down to the content and the person and a little less on the equipment. So sometimes I've got boxes of stuff that I tried and didn't use, and I'm like, why'd you do that, Gene? You really didn't need all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I hate to say this, and I'm a professional videographer, and I started using my iPhone a lot at work.
Yeah.
And they found out about it. You know, my bosses are like, did you use your phone?
Mm-hmm.
And I got like a $50,000 camera at work, and I'm just walking around with my iPhone.
Yeah.
And it's so good. And you don't, half the time you don't need people realizing that YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
people don't care what camera you're looking at. They're looking at the content. They're not.
It's like decent sound, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Good sound.
I'm going to have to be dad in a couple minutes and pick my daughter up at the ski resort. I got the official, I'm tired and cold and I want to go home. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to play Uber in just a couple minutes.
Okay. And I'll wrap it up. I'll wrap it up. I don't want you to keep your daughter cold. I appreciate everything.
This has been so awesome. I really enjoyed being this side of it. I liked it. I got to try to find some more people who want to talk to me. You know,
I hope someday we can talk again.
Oh, I don't see why we wouldn't. Pretty soon you're going to end up blowing up, and I'm going to have to do an interview with the other side and say, "Hey, you know, right?"
Shut your mouth. I really appreciate it, man. What a surprise for you to come back, a guy at your level of YouTube, to come to a guy like me.
I wouldn't say that. That's not the case. I think we're all regular guys.
Huge fan of yours.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Go pick up your daughter. Everyone, if you don't know who Gene is and you haven't been to Regular Guy Mountain Biking, I'll put a link in here. Remember to like and subscribe. And again, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, and I really appreciate it. I wish you nothing but the best, buddy.
I have so many more questions for you, but